Tim Carter, AskTheBuilder.com. You can see it's wintertime. We got a little bit of snow, and I'm going to test the Toro Power Clear E21 SP. It's a 60-volt electric snowblower. Let's get to work. That was interesting. What happened last night, we got just about an inch of snow. And in 8 hours, it's going to start snowing again. And if the prediction's right, we might end up with about a foot of snow. Tomorrow morning, I should be able to put this Toro Power Clear through the paces so that you can see what it can do with 6 or 7 inches of snow. Supposed to be a pretty light, powdery snow. And of course, that makes all the difference in the world. What are my first impressions of this machine? It was lighter pushing it up a hill than I thought it would be. And when you're on level ground, it goes very, very well on its own. One of the things that I found troubling, the paddles that throw the snow, they're made out of rubber, very similar to like a car or truck tire. But they already have shown, in my opinion, some significant wear. And I've only had the machine running for 10 or 15 minutes. And I'm convinced over time you're going to have to replace that part. How often? I don't know. It depends on many factors. I was pleased with the battery life. It still has a lot of battery life left. And I can also tell you that it threw the snow really well. So when you have the chute on high, it can throw the snow easily 10, 15 feet. And if you drop the chute down so that you can direct the snow more to the ground, you know, it'll only go maybe 3 or 4 or 5 feet, which is fine if you don't want the snow blowing on a neighbor's driveway or, you know, a neighbor's sidewalk that's close to you. Bottom line, we're going to see what it's going to do tomorrow. I think it's going to do a really interesting job in the deeper snow. So let's see what happens tomorrow. Good morning. The weather forecasters were right on the money. It's the day after, and we've got 6 inches of nice snow that fell overnight, and it's still snowing a little bit. The winter storm warning is still in effect until 1 p.m., and right now it's just after 8 a.m. I'm going to go ahead and get started, and here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set the camera up on a bucket, and I'm going to start blowing snow. You can see what it looked like before I got started. I shot a little bit of a view from my man cave, and then I'm going to show you what it's like afterwards. We're going to see how long the batteries will last. That's what I want to test at this point. And I charged the batteries up overnight, and I've left them inside all night, so they're nice and warm. That's really important. Keep in mind, cold lithium-ion batteries will not last as long. So let's see how long the batteries last. It's going to be miserable blowing the snow, let me tell you. I'm going to have to probably aim the chute down a little bit, otherwise it's just going to blow up in my face. I know that from years of experience of using snowblowers. And I've got my nice Toro mitts on to keep my hands warm. Let's get started. wanted to give you a final report on the Toro 21-inch 60-volt power clear electric snowblower. Boy, it's a champ. It exceeded my expectations. I really thought that it was going to run out of power before I had the driveway cleared, and I was able to clear about 3,200, that's 3,200 square feet of my driveway on the one charge, and I had 2 batteries with a total of 10 amp hours. I would highly recommend you get as many amp hours as you can. That's going to give you longer power. I also wanted to let you know that partway through the job, you might have seen me do it, I switched over to the eco mode. And the eco mode allows the motor and the impeller to spin slower, which extends the battery life. And I did that when I knew I had enough power to get the snow off to the side. But early in the job, I had to use full power to make sure I got the snow as far away as possible, because otherwise I'd be blowing the snow twice. The only thing I would say that don't count on this. In other words, they market the snowblower as being self-propelled. To me, self-propelled means that you don't have to use any effort to make the thing go forward. And that's simply not true. The little impellers help you, but you have to push it, all right? It's not that hard to push on level ground, but don't be expecting it to just be effortless. That's not the case. But all in all, I would rate this Toro 21-inch Power Clear huge success. I was very, very impressed with it. And go to the Toro website, look at all the specs there. No need for me to get into all that. All I can tell you is more battery is better. And this was really ideal for a person that has got a flat driveway, flat patio, flat sidewalks. If you've got a lot of hills to do, you're going to be doing a little bit more work. Simple as that. It's not like my true self-propelled gasoline snowblowers. But you know what? Pretty good machine. Pretty impressed. I'm Tim Carter, AskTheBuilder.com.
If you want to discover more home improvement tips, go to AskTheBuilder.com.